Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name is Lumin and today we're having a look at Skull and Bones. The very first quadruple A game of our generation. Yeah. God, it's so ridiculous. Enter the perilous world of Skull and Bones, a co-op pirate open world action RPG experience where you play by your own rules to rise from a nobody to become the most fearsome pirate kingpin. Yeah, so I've already covered this game, but I'm jumping back in for launch to see how things have changed and to see if things have improved. I am excited to be making this video because I've got a lot to say. So join me. First, however, if you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about this game, you can find some links below. There will also be timestamps down there. Use those to find what you're looking for and leave satisfied. Really. Use them. I'm just interrupting myself quickly to say that I'm including a section at the end of the video that's like a full-on randomization. I don't know what this is exactly, but I accidentally found it. It seems you can randomize using all the stuff in the game files. Not just the stuff in the vanity. There's stuff here that I've not seen anywhere else before, like full beards, like full body paint, suits that make you look like Aquaman, all sorts of options here that are not available in the vanity. They are not anywhere I can see in the game right now. So you can check that section out at the end. I'll put a timestamp down below. It's basically just all the way at the end of the video. Have a look and weigh in. Let me know what you think these items are, because I found them and it's just really curious. So hey, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Cosmetics, hairstyles, beards, body paint, all sorts of nonsense. All right. Continue with the video. Carry on. I'm going to start this video right now by waffling. I could basically just open up a waffle shop right now because I've got a lot to say. Alright? I'm going to talk for a little bit. Then we will jump in to have a look at the male customization. Then we'll look at the female customization. And after that, we'll look at some cosmetic stuff that's available in the game. But this talking at the start, it's quite important. So if you are interested in this character creation system or in this game, then chill with me and listen. I've got complaints and I've got praise. So let's begin. When you first jump into the game, you are presented with a short tutorial segment. Then you get to create your character. It is a very immersive experience. I love the way they handled it. It hasn't changed since the betas and the stress tests and stuff. It's still the same, and I'll get to the complaints that I have about it in just a moment, but you wash up on some driftwood after your ship gets wrecked, your character rolls over after being pinched by a crab, and then you see yourself in a puddle. And that's super. It is immersive. It's cool. It's a fantastic idea. It sort of leans heavily into this pirate fantasy of coming from rags and building up to riches. And I want to say, it looks really good. Your character, the detail on the face, the texture work, the skin, the imperfections, the bruising, the scarring, everything about it, the sweat, the water, the overall look and feel of the models, it's phenomenal. It's some of the best I've seen in a game. It really is. It's a very up close and personal look. But with that said, there's an issue in that. It's very up close and personal, but with that system that they have where you're staring at yourself in the puddle, you can't see your character's body. You're doing a lot of guesswork. And if you change, as an example, the weight of your character, you can see how it affects your face and your fingers, but you have no clue what the body looks like. You can also not see the bruises, the scarring, the tattoos, the markings. You can't see any of it. When you pick a female character, you take in their word for the fact that she's got breasts. You just take in their word. You don't know. You can't see the body. And the worst part is that you're making these guesswork customization options and you are assuming they are final. That's the problem. That's the biggest issue, is that they don't at any point tell you, hey, listen, this stuff's not final. You can change it in 20 minutes. They don't tell you that. So a lot of people sit there paralyzed with indecision, not sure what they're doing. A lot of people regret the choices they make. because they are not being told any of this information. So here I am to tell you this information. After you do that super immersive character creation, you play about 15-20 minutes of story. It can take longer if you play slowly. Then you arrive at the first big town. Then you can come to the vanity, and you can actually fully re-customize your character. And in that customization, which I'm about to show you, and which is what we're going to use for the base of this video, you get to see your entire character's body. You get to do all the same customization options, but you can actually see what you're doing, which is a way better system. It's so much better. I don't understand why they went with that. It's off-putting, not knowing. It's ridiculous, right? It's insane. But, yes, you do get to customize your character. Now, I want to say, I don't know how long it's going to be free. It's free right now. It would be awesome if they leave it free and you can just change your character entirely. Because right now you can change the gender, you can change the preset that you go in with, and the presets are very important. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. You can change all of it. Every single bit. But I see on Reddit and on the forums and everywhere people are like, oh yeah, they're going to charge for that soon. Oh yeah, that's going to go in the store when the store launches. I don't know if that's a fact. I don't know if that's going to happen. Right now it's free. So right now you can create your character and then you can customize it after the fact and you can actually fix what you broke. So that was important. I needed to say that right at the start. Now we're going to jump in and we're going to look at the actual customization. So at this point right here, I'm taking you out of that and I'm putting you in the vanity. So that creation at the start, where we're relying on the driftwood, that's your initial creation, and that's how you'll see it when you jump in. But if you play for like 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, you do a couple of missions, you'll arrive here, and then you'll be presented with this. A far better system and a far better way of doing it. And again, right now this is free. Easy. Just jump in, customize, boom, boom. I think actually initially we'll probably look at all the presets first, like we did in the first video. Then we'll do male, then we'll do female. So the presets are super important, right? Now, I looked at the presets in my previous video, nice up close personal. I'm going to do the same sort of thing here. It's just a little different when you're in the vanity. The presets are by far the most important choice that you can make. And I have some complaints because what ends up happening is, and I'm going to talk about it as we go through here now, the models look great. The characters are awesome. It is some of the best that I've seen. I mean, I mentioned this before, but like the texture work, the minute details, everything about the quality here is just phenomenal, right? So I love that about it. Here's our first male preset. There's the first female one. I think it's awesome. But the issue that comes with this, with the preset being basically the most important choice, is that you end up having, unfortunately, all the white dudes being this one white dude, all the white ladies being this one white lady. Okay, specifically with the white dudes, there are actually two. But, you know, all the Asian dudes are this one Asian guy with a few minor tweaks. All the Asian ladies are this Asian lady with a few minor tweaks. And you get the problem, right? If you want to make an Indian dude, that's the face you stuck with. You stuck with that nose, you stuck with those eyes, you stuck with those ears, and that's it. So you end up having a lot of samey looking characters. So if you're going to play a black dude, this is the one you're going to go with, because this is the only one you can get a black skin tone on. I think it can easily be rectified. And I think that the one thing that could just entirely open up this system and save this system from being completely terrible is they should just allow all the skin tones on all the characters. That's it. That's such a simple fix. It's so simple that I will smack my head and be like, God, how didn't they think of it? I'm doing that for Ubisoft. They spent a decade working on this game, but they didn't consider that option. So basically, if they could do that, if they could allow me to pick this guy right here and put a dark skin tone on him, then at least there'll be much more variety. You'll have way more choices. But this is it for the presets. And, you know, I like the presets. Don't get me wrong, and I think the characters look fantastic. Now, keep in mind, as I go through these one more time, you have options with them. You have 3 skin tones on each of them, which can go lighter and darker, and we'll look at some of them now. And you have some weight options on each of them, which also change the face a little bit, but it's really not that much. It's still the same face, right? So at the end of the day, you are limited by, you know, the choice of preset. So, let's customize. We're going to jump into this fella right here, and I'll show you how the options work. That's the presets done. Let's do male customization now. You have skin tones. You have a middle one, a darker one, and a lighter one. Then, you have body types. And this is kind of important. Okay? So, I'll zoom out quickly and show you. This is one of the options that you could not see in the initial creation, and this is a big deal. You can basically go with the default body. It's pretty muscular, pretty lean. You can put some muscles on there, extra, stack him up a little bit. You can make him slightly overweight, or you can make him super skinny. And these are great options. I really do like these. I think that they've done a good job with how natural the body looks. They don't look weird in terms of their proportions. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's nice. But I want to say it's a little disappointing that you don't get to actually see your character like this when you jump in for the first time. But again, I like the bodies. They are incredibly well done. Well sculpted, well crafted. Nice. Then, you have a bunch of scars and bruising and all sorts of other stuff to look at here. You will see how it applies to the entire body as you go through it. The scar work, the bruises, the nicks and cuts and all that stuff, they are fantastic. Like, it is really some of the best I've ever seen in a video game. The tattoos, I mean, it's whatever. And you can see the tattoos. You can also turn the guy around and you can look. Some of them have stuff on the back. I'll show you what they look like right now. I also think maybe we should just change our skin tone to the slightly lighter one so you can sort of see a little better. But let's turn him around quickly and let's have a look. These things, I'm going to say they are relatively unimportant, except the ones on your face, because more often than not, you're probably going to be covering your body. But it's still good to have a look at them. There you go. So yeah, I mean, it looks good. These are decent options. Once again, though, when you actually make a character for the first time, you barely know what you're doing. Now, if you look at the eyes, I need to actually zoom in here first, which is kind of insane that they don't let you zoom. It's like, hey, change your eye color, but do it from this distance. You actually have to go back here. How do we do it? How do we zoom? God, now I can't zoom. There it is. Oh my god, it's so, dude, it's so hard to find. It's so hard to just find. Look at me! Okay, so the eye colors. I am not entirely sure what they were going with here. As in, like, there's a lot of weird options. So you can have sort of one cloudy eye, one normal eye. It's like a strange version of heterochromia, basically. And then you can have, like, one normal eye and one bloodshot eye. But there are very few just straight normal options. It's like these last few are all bloodshot, these ones. And for normal options, you basically just have this brown one, this amber one, and then, like, this black one. Which, it kind of weirds me out. It's like, where are the blue eyes? Where's the green? Where's the variation? Like, where are the normal eye colors? I don't know. It's like you have to go bloodshot or nothing. I don't quite understand it, but hey, there it is. I don't know, maybe this is not really bloodshot. Maybe that's actually just normal. That's the bloodshot one. Yeah, okay, so there is blue eyes. And that's the green one? Alright, okay, maybe I'm wrong. I thought this was the bloodshot around the sides here, but it seems like you can have more bloodshot with that. Either way, the eyes actually do look quite nice overall. The quality on the eyes is cool. You can sort of see them. They pop out a little bit. In other words, like when you're a little distance away, they are pretty. And again, I want to keep just pushing home the fact that I love the models. The models are just phenomenal. They are so good. Okay, when you're done with the eyes, let's take the blue eyes. I actually think they look kind of nice. Is that the normal blue one? Yeah, there we go. You can do the hair. The hairstyles are the same for male and female. And let me tell you something about the hairstyles. They are so much better than I first thought they were. Again, just because you can actually see here what they are. So you can turn the character around and look behind. There's like ponytails, there's extra bits and pieces, there's nice physics attached to it. Basically, all the hairstyles need to be previewed like this. And I'm telling you, they look nice. They look really nice. Like, you see, for instance, the ponytails and stuff. They just look so good. They're really well done. There's actually this one really long braid that I'm using for my character. God, this menu sucks balls. Oh, God. It's like you have to go here, and then you have to press... Oh, I just want to preview the hair! How do I turn the character? I just want to show you guys behind the hair, but it's like, it's literally impossible. Okay, okay, there we go. There it is. Dude, it's like, this was made for controller. I'm just saying it. I've never done something so difficult in my life. Just trying to turn the character around. Yeah. The video in which Lumin fights with the controls. Look at this. This is fantastic. The braid runs all the way down your back. I, for some reason, inexplicably cannot zoom out right now, so I can't show you what it looks like zoomed out. But yeah, there's details at the back of the head that they refused to show you in the initial creation. But you can come and change it here. Then there's short hair, and then there's a shaved head. So yeah, overall, I wanna say again, big fan of the way that they've done the hair. It's nice that they have the options on both male and female characters. You get to do hair colors, and the hair colors are awesome. I love the hair colors. They did a fantastic job with these choices. They're nice. You know, it's sort of grounded in reality. There isn't a really nice red color, but overall they do look kind of cool. And I'm sure that they'll probably add more stuff at some point later. But yeah, hair's good. We'll take the black hair for now. Or we could take the brown one. Then we'll move on. Facial hair is our final option. The facial hair options, and I'm going to say this just straight up, no sugarcoating, they suck. And what I really dislike about it is that every character you meet in this goddamn world has a better beard than you. I tried to make a male character, but these beards are just embarrassing. This is like, it's too real. Let me have a fantasy beard. It's a goddamn pirate game. Where's the beard? Where's the beard? Is that going to cost money in the real money store? Dude, the beards suck. It's like, that's the biggest beard you can have? That? Dude, that's some bum fluff on his face. Come on. I'm sorry, dude. I've just seen a few games recently with really nice beards. Full, luscious, glorious face carpets. Fantastic stuff. And then you have this. This is the biggest beard you can get in a goddamn pirate game. Okay, man. Sure, maybe this is the biggest beard. Yeah. Okay. You want the little goat tails on your face. Okay, man. Anyway, sorry. Maybe you can tell that I do not like the way they've done this. I don't like it. But hey, the texture work is fine, and I think if they actually gave you some big beards, like I've seen in the game, by the way, I've seen some nice beards, then it would be great. But again, it's probably something you have to buy or earn or whatever. I don't know, man. Colors on the beards, there you go. The brighter colors look terrible. It's like they forgot to do the shading on it, but I mean, you know it's going to look bad because it's not natural. But anyway, there you go. That's it for the entire male customization. That's what you get. Now, before we jump on to the other ones, I will just show you the customization options on a lighter character. We'll take this guy right here, and we will hide the equipment. I said we will hide the equipment. God, this is so janky. Okay, there we go. So, here we go. You get to change the skin tone. Different skin tones on every preset. Like I said, the preset's the most important thing. The body shapes, same body exactly on the different presets, but they look a little different. Let's take the muscular one for this. Tattoos. I'll go through this relatively quickly, just because like the tattoos and the markings and stuff, you couldn't really see it so well on the darker skin tone, but you got to see all the options there regardless. There you go. Let's turn this guy around and have a look at the back, in case you were wondering. Now, I'm going to say this straight up here, there's more. There's more. This is not all the tattoos and the markings, there's more that you can get, and we're going to look at it at the end of the video. There you go. Alright. Eyes. So let's zoom in first. Eyes. Hello? Kind of bright here, but you can still sort of see the eyes changing. This is why I really preferred the customization on the plank puddle. The plank puddle gave you a really up-close look at your character's face. This, not so much. Let's take the red eyes. Hair. Same hairstyles that we just looked at. They just look a little different on this guy. And again, there are some details like behind the character or whatever. But the hairstyles are nice. Criticism, they could add a few more short styles. I really believe that having this one and that one is perhaps not enough. That's the only two really short styles. They could definitely add some more short styles. And that's my criticism. You might be wearing a hat the whole time, so maybe it doesn't matter to you. Yeah, but they could definitely add more. Now, I also noticed when I came here to the facial hair that I couldn't figure out personally how to just remove the facial hair entirely. I didn't manage to do it. It's like I expected you could click off it somehow, but it seems like you are stuck with facial hair. I don't know. Maybe there's a way of doing it. Maybe you can do it elsewhere, but I didn't figure out how to do it here. I don't know. All right? So that's also something that's definitely worth noting. Can you look at me, please? There's the colors. And as I said, the different male options, they present everything differently, right? They present everything differently. Now we're going to look at female. Let's take... Sure. Let's take the Asian lady. Let's customize her. Here we go. Jumping into female customization. Skin tones. Decent choices here. We'll take the middling one. And just keep in mind, the other female presets will have their own skin tones. Body shape. Big fan of the body shape here. If I could zoom out, I'll show you. There we go. The female body shape, fantastic. The muscled female is good looking. I love the muscles. I think they've done well. She's got big bulk without looking ridiculous. The slightly overweight female is slightly lighter than the male, but she looks good too. And the skinny one looks, well, skinny. There you go. Those are the body options. I'll take the muscly one because I like, well, let's take the normal one because the face might just change too much. Body cosmetics. These are the tattoos and the markings. You can't see them so nicely on the female character because of the bra and the pants being bigger, but you'll get a good enough look at it. There are some marks on the face as well, you may notice. But, yeah, for the most part, this stuff is primarily on the body. There you go. If we turn it around, you'll notice that they're on the back as well. I really like this braid. Kind of cool. Scars, bruises, all that stuff. Really, really, really cool. Really cool. Like, I've not seen a game with such good looking scars and bruising and marking and stuff like that. Tattoos are kind of middling, but the rest is really cool. Here you go. That's the lot of it. Alright. So, eyes. On the male side, I was sort of fumbling a little bit with my words, not trying to... I wasn't sure where the eye colors were, but now that I've looked at it twice already and I've spent a bit of time with it, I realize that they're just mixed up. It's like you start with the blackish eyes here, you got the amber ones, then you got a few like heterochromia style, cloudy and normal, cloudy and normal, cloudy, cloudy, and then you got some bloodshot, like half bloodshot, half normal. Then you got the bloodshot green, but then here you've got some normal colors again. So you've got like the blue, I think that's brown, grayish color, green, and red. So there's a decent number of eye colors here. It's just very weirdly presented, right? Very weirdly presented. Then our hair. I will say again, I'm a big fan of how the hair looks. I like it a lot. I don't like how the menu works, but the hair physics, the way they've done the individual strands, along with the texture work and all that stuff is pretty fantastic. It looks great. And it's kind of funny that the hair looks so nice in this pirate game, yet the facial hair is so bad. The facial hair is an absolute afterthought, and I don't understand it. I don't know, maybe on their roadmap they've got the hair improvements or new beards or something like that. Literally impossible. There we go. I got it. Okay. The menu is so janky. Color on the hair. Decent colors. I kind of like it. I think they've done an okay job on these. There you go. And you can also have facial hair on ladies. Oh. Well, they've got a choice to take it off. That's kind of weird. I feel like on the male character you couldn't take it off. Huh. Facial hair. There you go. You can also change the color of the facial hair. It looks, well, it looks how you expect it to look. And that's it. That's it. I'm going to jump back now and I'm going to show you one of the other female presets just because, you know, we like to be thorough around here. Let's take the Indian lady. Just as a quick example. She has some different skin tones, as you can see over there. Let's take the darker one. Her body shape is done and presented in exactly the same way. The muscles look nice. The sweat glistening on her body is quite appealing. It's cool. They've done a great job with this. Again, your tattoos and stuff will be harder to see. As I jump through here, I'll just show you. The eyes, it's all the same stuff. All exactly the same. It's just the preset changes your face, and that's the most important thing. And then, yeah, hair. Really cool. I believe that they've done some seriously fantastic work with the models. Like, it is to me actually just... It's shocking how good it looks. And yeah, I mean, like, a lot of the stuff gels well together. You can make some good-looking characters here. I really dig it. But, you know, shit. It's kind of limiting in some ways. And that said, that's basically it for the regular customization. I like it. I'm a big fan of this. We are not done yet, though. So, this is what you get for your character itself. Now, when you arrive in the first town, you are actually presented with, and I'm going to take let's take a female character for this. Let's just take her. You are presented with... Sure. You are presented with this vanity. It's like a little store that you can come to. And at this lady right here, you can change your physical appearance, but you can also purchase and equip items. Now, we're going to have a quick look at the cosmetics that are available. This is what I've got on my character right now. It's sort of like a half raider outfit. I don't know why the lights just went off. That's kind of weird. Let's just back up quickly and come back in to see if the lights can stay on once. But basically, you come in here, you can purchase and equip items, and you can buy most of this stuff with in-game currency. Like the coins and stuff that they give you. You can see I've played for about 2 hours maybe, and I've got 3,700 coins. So whenever it costs the silver coins, you can pretty much just buy it. No problem. You can play for a little bit and you can buy it. It's all affordable. However, and I need to mention this at the start here, I need to say that there is another set of currency here, which is the pieces of 8. That's the gold coins. Now, I don't know if that's maybe just a later game currency that's also, you know, attainable in the game, or if that's a real money currency. I don't know that. Then there's another currency on top of that that requires kingpin. I don't know what that is either. It's a different currency. So just know that some of these sets and some of these items cannot just be purchased straight up. A lot of them can be, though. So keep that all in mind. Right? Let's have a look what's available. Cosmetics. We have sets. You can mix and match. So if you click on the set over here, you'll see the different parts. You can buy them all separately. You can see that, you know, you've got, as an example, I have that mask. I have this mask already. I own it. I can equip it. So you can buy the set separately. Let's look what's available. This is the Untamed Fury set. And it says there at the bottom, purchasable at vendors. Iron Reaver. East Indies Brigand. Marinier set. Savvy Captain, Kaya Raya set, Rempa Raider, Sanguine, it's kind of cool, Shadow Seeker, Blockade Runner, and again, just keep in mind each of these pieces can be individually changed. That's Indigo Glory, Saber Rattler, Predator set, Predator Prey. This one is, importantly, the first one that you buy with the pieces of 8. Just keep that in mind. So these are the more premium ones. And if anyone knows where these come from or how you get it, please leave a comment to let everyone know that's watching this video. There's the Captain Mustard set. Carmine Lord. Pinky's Revenge. Prospero set. And Caliban set. That's really cool. You can do some filtering here. You can sort of mix and match, as I said. And then you can move on over here to the individual items. The individual items, there's more. There are items from the sets here. So the items that are in these sets, you'll probably see some of them here. But these are also just their own thing. So these are separate. You can get these separately. Sometimes you have to travel around the world a little bit to find these. But more often than not, you can just buy them right here and equip them. And it's cool. It's really cool. There's a decent amount of cosmetic customization. They've done, I would say, relatively well with this. And again, there's a lot of customization you can do right off the bat. All these top hats are available. Then we have masks. Or at least, let's say, face stuff. These are earrings. There's a mask. More earrings. More earrings. Then we have the all-important eye patches. There we go. Kind of cool. And these all, they are equipable, usable, male and female. I don't know why this earring is so expensive. Cool. There you go. Necklaces. Actually also quite a nice little detail. I feel it's kind of cool to see. Here we are. Really nice ones here, actually. Lots of nice detail on them. Like, I'm thoroughly impressed. And again, all of this stuff you can just buy. But I mean, you're paying such a massively ridiculous amount for the game. You would hope that they'd give you some stuff in-game. You know? Okay. These are the chest pieces. Torso. Once again, a lot of nice choices here. Unfortunately, I realized a lot of this stuff clashes a little bit with your underwear, which kind of sucks. It's like you have this nice blue outfit, and then you've got that brown nonsense on your chest. I do wish you could change that color. Like this one, for instance. There you can see it being displayed. I realize her boob would be hanging out otherwise, but like still. It's like, it's a little frustrating, but it's whatever. The chest pieces are nice. There are some really cool looking sets here. They do lean into the pirate fantasy quite nicely, and in my opinion, this is more than sufficient for like initial set of items to choose from. It's great. It's great. Very cool. Then we have belts. There's a really nice selection of belts. Lots of cool stuff here. Nice little details on them, you know. Little extras, bits and pieces. I want to mention that none of this stuff can actually be used. You got pistols here, you got swords here, knives here. Yeah, it's all just for fluff, you know. You can't actually do anything with them. Forearm, this is the braces. It's kind of crazy, actually, how much there is. Oh, the lights just went on again. Oh, no, it's just flickering. Like, as an example, the braces, there's just this massive list of them. You wonder why. Again, it's like there's no stats or anything that comes with it. Rings. One of the weirdest things that I've seen, but hey, you want to bling bling? You bling bling. Get a bunch of rings. You can really get a bunch of rings. There you go. Pants. Or skirts. Once again, I'm just going to say it's all the same on male and female. The males can wear their dresses and skirts, and the females can. There's no limitations where that's concerned. But there are a bunch of cool options. Shoes. Or, well, foot decorations. I don't know. It's mostly a bunch of sandals. There are some boots, and they look nice. But it's mostly... I must change the pants quickly. There we go. Not seeing the boots. There we go. They're kind of nice, I guess. They're kind of nice. Decent choices here. Some of the more posh ones need a little bit more currency. And then, as I was saying, when we were customizing, there are some new tattoos and markings here. See, these are all the basic ones we saw. And then we have these ones here. You can pick from these if you want to pay a little bit for them. I'd say it's probably worth it. There's some really nice ones. Then there are some, like, unique ones with, like, a big crocodile and a big octopus or something. Let's turn the character... I can't turn the character around. Switch view. No, it's just the face. So, yeah, Q and E. There we go. Alright. Why the controls are different here, I don't know. There we go. Some really cool and high detail stuff here. That's it. Alright. And that actually brings us to the end of the cosmetic options. So, I mean, if you're looking at all of this and you consider the sheer amount that's available for, like, regular in-game currency, it is impressive. And there's really, like, there's no downside to having all of that there. It's cool. However, it is worrying for the future of the game that there are so many different currencies, and we don't really know where they come from yet. These are emotes that you can get. It's the final thing we're going to be looking at here. And then we're going to talk. Then we're doing the outro. It's a little dance. Yeah, of course. Ah, curtsy. Alright. That is that. So, we have arrived at the outro. Now, you just spent all this time watching the video. I just spent all this time talking about everything here. Why? Well, I don't know. Because the most glaring issue with all of this, and this is the thing that I need to mention here in the outro, is that it's all for nothing. Because my biggest problem with this, and I didn't want to talk about it at the start because it's not good starting on negativity. Your character in this game is like a glorified mouse cursor. Because you're basically using your character to navigate what could be a menu. Your character cannot jump. It cannot actually do anything like combat, fight, anything like that. It just walks around and interacts with shops and quest givers. And you can wave at another player if you see them. That's the extent of it. You are for the most part going to be playing on the ship. That's where the gameplay is. And yeah, you see your character quite often. But when you're actually on land, you can make your character as pretty as you want. You can put all these cool pieces of equipment on, but you never actually get to do anything with your character. You don't fight. You don't really properly explore anything. You're locked on your ship the whole time. It frustrates me a little bit. Because it's this fantastic looking system with all these cool items, with again, and I'm going to say, some of the best texture work I've seen, some of the nicest looking models that I've seen. And I want to say this, it extends to the NPCs, because the NPCs, you come into this town here, St. Anne or something, I think the name is, and you meet this pirate captain, and he looks fantastic. He's got this massive bushy beard, cool pirate outfit, interesting details on his face. It looks like a proper custom character. It looks amazing. I mean, I do wish we could look like that, but what I'm saying is the characters in this game and the models and stuff are great. But they just don't get used for anything. That's the problem. But anyway, it's cool to customize your quote-unquote avatar. There are some really nice options. There are some really cool-looking characters, some nice details. But the amount of glaring issues with the systems in this game obviously undermine basically all the good stuff that they've done. Now, again, I have compliments. I have just said a bunch of really positive things about the game, so don't get me wrong. I do believe that they have to put a message at the start saying that you can recustomize your character later and that it's not important. However, again, there's always the fear that they don't have that message there because when the game launches, they might start selling this change physical appearance option for real money. They might start charging for that. Maybe that's why they don't have that option there. But that initial look at character creation when you first wash up on that plank, while it is super cool and immersive, it's unfortunate that it doesn't give you enough. You can't see your character's body. You can't see most of the options. You can't turn the character around and look at the back. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. So yeah, I'm sorry. I have complaints about this, but I did play the game a little bit. I had some fun with it, and there are positives to all of this. Now, I don't know if they're going to fix these things. I don't know if they're going to work with the game and make it better over the next while. I don't know if they're going to drop it like it's hot on release and just forget about it. I realize there's a roadmap with a bunch of content, but they could have already made that content, and maybe they've just got that releasing on schedule, and that's that. Maybe they're already moving on from the game. Who knows? I love getting immersed in games. I love creating characters that mean something to me, that matter to me, that enhance my experience in the game. And it's possible to do that here. It's just, you know, shit. So I liked what I saw. I liked a lot of what I saw. I loved the customization options. I liked some of the cosmetics and stuff like that. It's just a pity about the rest of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So overall, Some of the nicest looking characters as I recap this, and some of the coolest options, some of the most immersive stuff that I've seen, but also some of the most glaring issues. You know, things like the presets that I mentioned, not giving you much customization options, no sliders, no actual choices of the features and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of, again, glaring issues that could be made better simply. If they just gave all the skin tones to all the characters, that alone would be a huge boon. That would make this all much better. But that's Skull and Bones, dudes. And I really appreciate you guys for watching this. If you guys sat through the whole video, damn, thank you. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for looking at this. I'm passionate about this stuff. And if you're passionate about something, if you care about something, if you really get into what you're doing, if you really appreciate the beauty that you see in these things, then it's impossible not to see the issues, and it's important to talk about it as well. Because if you're passionate about something, it doesn't mean you only praise it. It means you care about it, and it means you want to see the best. So, hey, there we go. Skull and Bones. I hope it makes it. I hope they improve things. I hope it goes well. These are my hopes. Pray with me, friends. Hope with me. Let's all just stick together on this and say, hey, this game can be something. Let's wait for them to make it into something. Anyway, I'm done. Check back here soon for more. Give this one a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. I appreciate it when you do. Get the word out there about this game and its systems. Because, hey, more people need to know. If you want to, you can check my links out, my Twitch channel, my Ko-fi page, and all the rest. Hey, do it. Thank you once again. Go well. Happy that.